of Miles may have been right about the Eagles, and Trent talk football. How's everyone feeling? We'll kind of give it a second in chat to let it breathe just a second. Man, we got a lot to get into, though. We got a lot to get into. Thanksgiving games, the Black Friday game, which, I hope everyone had a chance to go over and check out Trent's stream of that. Great time. I was there for pretty much the whole thing. I did nap in the middle, though, because I got home from work in, the first quarter. But you were on the TV. You were on the TV. I never left. Even in sleep, even in dreams, I'm around one way or another. Yeah, just a lot to get into, and honestly, Trent, I think I'm gonna let you take the lead here, man. The Eagles. Let's talk about them. 2 straight losses, the blown lead to the Cowboys, and now just an absolute stinker against the Chicago Bears, who we will talk about here in just a second, man. What do you make of this? Let's make this your recap, man.
I mean, when you have an offense that can't do anything, you have a quarterback who, in my opinion, can't lift a team. I don't think he's the type of quarterback that can play in bad situations. And the Eagles situation with Kevin Patullo is bad.
Dude,
you could see quarterbacks like probably a Dan Marino. You could see quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Those guys can play in when their offense isn't running the best. Jalen Hurts needs a running game to play offense, and Kevin Patullo has no running game. The defense let 200 yards from 2 running backs, and I don't know. And then I got ice bucketed by myself because of it.
No. Oh, no. Yeah, you did make that bet. Oh, man. So there is something from the game that I noticed, very, very specifically, man. This Eagles run defense, that defensive line, that front 7 is supposed to be just the live and die for the Philadelphia Eagles. 281 rushing yards. You've got 2 running backs that go over 100 on you, both damn near, 150. You had Monangai go for 130. And then DeAndre Swift going for 125. Both of them score touchdowns in this game, which do end up being the difference there. What was it? Just an off day? Was it something the Bears were doing in particular? Just from everything I kind of gathered, it was not the Eagles' day, especially on run defense.
Bears have the number 2 run offense, for one.
True.
And 2, when you can't score and you can't sustain drives, the defense is going to suffer. The Eagles, for 4 games, for 4 games, have not been able to sustain drives. And you really see what's happening with this defense now. It's affecting the defense because they're out on the field all the time. I think it just goes back to the offense playing bad, and the defense is now just throws their hands up in the air. Nothing they can do.
I was going to say, from my end, and not even touching on the Eagles here, we're gonna talk about the Broncos here. I'm gonna bring some bad memories for myself up, but that is really how it felt. Looking back on really that 2016 season after the Broncos got to 8-4, it really felt like that's kind of what ended up happening, because up to that point, Trevor Siemian was playing okay. He wasn't, lighting the world on fire, but he had some nice games under him. The Chiefs, the first time they played that year. The Bengals, he had, a 3-touchdown game. And then just suddenly, the offense couldn't get anything going. Defenses finally had film on him and could figure out what was going wrong, or what his weaknesses were. And the Broncos' offensive line at the time certainly wasn't good enough to really hold up against, the premier pass rushers. I want to say we were starting Tyson Brilo at left tackle that season, or right tackle, some guy that was not named Garrett Bowles. And there were times, too, where, the defense was letting up just because they were on the field so damn much. And so I definitely see where you're coming from, and I do think that's the type of thing that can lead to collapses. I mean, there's a legitimate chance right now that the Philadelphia Eagles blow the NFC East. I mean,
I mean, they're only
Dallas is only what, 2 games back right now? They're on a 2-game winning streak. They just beat the Chiefs.
they're 6-5-1. Yeah, if the Eagles lose 2 more and Dallas wins 2 more, it can blow the NFC East wide open, and Dallas has a chance.
I do want to go see what Dallas's remaining schedule looks like before we kind of start touching on some of this recap stuff and then some of this preview stuff that we're going to get into. But I mean, the Cowboys' remaining schedule, man, they've got a difficult game against Detroit. Detroit's not the same team they have been in the past. I think not having Ben Johnson has a huge part to play in that, obviously. But I mean, after that, you've got Kansas. That was yesterday.
Thursday.
Yeah. So you got Detroit, and then after that, I mean, you got Minnesota, who's either going to be starting JJ McCarthy or Max Brosmer, and of course, we have no idea what Max Brosmer legitimately looks like. We're going to find out this Sunday. But you know, undrafted rookie getting a start is probably not the most ideal scenario. They got the Chargers, who the Chargers are limping right now. They don't have their 2 best guys on the offensive line. And this is a team that got blown out by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, of course, you know, West Coast teams going to the East Coast type of thing, what have you. There is that little bit playing into that. Who knows, though? And then they've got the Commanders in Washington and the Giants. That is a very favorable last 5. I think if they win 4 out of those 5, and 4 out of those 5 are very winnable, I think they've got a shot to sneak the NFC East out from under the Eagles.
They could. I think when you're, it might happen. Actually, the Eagles just haven't been playing good. Dallas is hot right now. Quinnen Williams is really good. That defense is better.
They're
see
flipping things around, man. They are.
But I just don't know. I think Dallas might be the better team right now, offensively and defensively.
I completely get that. They are definitely playing better football, I think, right now than the Philadelphia Eagles are. I will say, any parting words on this Philadelphia Eagles game before we start recapping these Thursday games?
I'm gonna say it's a wash of a season. It's
Damn.
9 teams have won back-to-back Super Bowls, and Steelers did it twice. So
A long time ago.
That's what 18. So the last team to do it was Kansas City, obviously. So like 18
Right.
times out of 50. That's under 50% of teams that have won back-to-back.
Yeah.
So
They look hungover this year.
they look hungover. They got the wrong offensive coordinator. And maybe if Fangio falls a little bit, people won't want to scoop him up as a coach. So that's the only positive I can come up with for the Eagles offense being that bad is maybe the defense suffers a bit this year and we keep Fangio.
You know what? If there is a good thing when Fangio was the Broncos head coach, it was certainly the defense. Oh boy. All right, we got some pretty big hitting games to get into here. Let's start it off with the first game that kicked off Thursday. You got Green Bay taking down Detroit on the road, and just on the surface, this is a massive, massive win for the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, they keep pace with, I didn't think I'd be saying this in November, late November, but they keep pace with the Bears in the NFC North. They're keeping pace in the wild card right now. A couple of teams, you know, in that scrum there with 8 wins fighting for 5, 6, and 7. Detroit is currently out of the playoff picture in the NFC. After this loss, they've been swept by the Green Bay Packers, which could most certainly play into tiebreakers as we come down the stretch. I mean, my biggest takeaway from this game is that Detroit's defense just looks lost, man. I don't know how many guys they may or may not be without, but either way, I mean, not having Aaron Glenn, you can really tell it's affecting Detroit right now, man. They're just not playing great.
No, Detroit's defense looks really bad, but I heard Frank Ragnow's coming out of retirement, I believe.
Yes.
Their offensive line was banged up.
Yeah.
maybe he adds something to that offensive line
Ragnar was a pretty good
going down
center.
the. He was good. He just was injured towards the end of his career, and we'll see what happens. Green Bay, Parsons had 2 sacks, I believe, or a few. I only got to watch the last few.
I'm gonna pull that number up. 2.5 was the number for him, and
Yeah,
his pressures were off the charts too. That was another thing too. Jared Goff was under fire all
oh
game
yeah.
long.
You lose Amon-Ra St. Brown. The game's a lot closer than people remember. I think it's 31-24. You have
Yeah, one
Amon-Ra
score
St. Brown.
game.
I think they have a better shot. Defensively, I think they're down a few starters. I think they're down like Branch and
Yeah.
everyone. But yeah, Packers are looking good. They're getting hot at the right time. We'll see
Absolutely.
if Jordan Love keeps up the consistency instead of playing inconsistent football like he usually does. But pretty good.
No, I absolutely agree. Well, in Green Bay, they were running the ball really well, too. They didn't do it much, but, well, I say they didn't do it much. Jacobs got 17 carries. He goes for 4.9 a pop for 83 yards. Bo Melton only got 2 carries. He got 15 yards out of it. Emmanuel Wilson, they were just giving a bunch of guys carries. Jordan Love scrambled when he had to. Didn't do much with the ball, to be fair. But he had a 5-yard scramble. I think the rest of his attempts could be kneel downs. What I do want to talk about though is that Detroit receiving core though, because I mean JMO goes 7 for 144 and a touchdown. Without looking at Google, can you tell me, or maybe you've already got it pulled up, Tom Kennedy, a guy that had 1 catch last year or something like that, was the second leading receiver, and it really, really goes to show you right now, without Amon-Ra St. Brown, how limited this Detroit offense is. I mean, their run game just got shut down, man. Jahmyr Gibbs coming off a 200-yard game, 20 for 68, no touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery can't get anything going. Jared Goff has a random 24-yard scramble, which was cool. I did see that one live, and I love when slow quarterbacks just get on the horse and are like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it myself. That's like that's my favorite thing. The amount of time I've spent watching Peyton Manning rushing highlights is unhealthy. Just because
nice little.
I think it's so funny when
Uh,
slow quarterbacks run for like stupid big gains. Yeah, there was that one early in his career against the Bills where that was like like a 38-yard scramble or something, or like 40 off a naked bootleg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a statue back there for the most part of his career.
Well, the crazy part, he ran a 4.8 40.
Well, that's not bad. It's not great.
That's
but
what
it's not
Mahomes
bad.
ran.
Really?
Mahomes ran a 4.8. So did Peyton.
So he could have been more of a scrambling quarterback if he wanted.
I think certainly for the era though, it just wasn't happening. Like if you could run really fast and throw the ball at least halfway decent, you were a unicorn back then. I mean, Randall Cunningham back then, you would know a lot about Randall Cunningham, even into the 2000s with like Michael Vick and Donovan McNabb. Like those were the only 2 guys. Yeah, they had no clue. I really think my biggest takeaways from this game though is like Detroit season's on life support. Like they're almost in that Chiefs position where they've like just straight up got their backs against the wall, because now
they can't lose.
They really can't lose another game. And they've got, I mean, they're swept by Green Bay as we mentioned. And their defense is just not playing good, man. Banged up or not, I mean, it's just not been good for Detroit this last little bit. I think they've been one of the more inconsistent teams this year as well. Yeah, I think the loss of Ben Johnson is definitely hurting him, but I also think Dan Campbell, in his aggression, is hurting them quite a bit as well. Just because, I mean, they're 0 for a lot of their last 4th down attempts, and it's not been great for him. I mean, if Detroit ends up on the outside looking in the playoffs this year, there's gonna be a lot of self-reflection in this offseason. As a Colts fan, Peyton was goated. Ender popping in. How we doing tonight, Ender? Got him in my chat over here.
Yeah, both had him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just popping, but he's got both of us on multiple tabs. My guy.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Anything else you got on this game before we move on?
I didn't really watch it. I wasn't able to. I was at work.
Oh, that's right.
So not really anything except for Green Bay's defense looks a lot better. It looks like they're
Absolutely.
starting to really come together.
Absolutely. Next up, we got probably my favorite game of Thursday. All right, for obvious reasons. Now this one's funny. So my friend group, okay, you got the Broncos fan, we got our buddy from his family's from Missouri, so they're all big Chiefs fans, and then my other buddy is a huge Cowboys fan. So I'm kind of sitting looking there, and just kind of one of those situations where I'm like, all right, well, it'd be really funny if Kansas City just did not make the playoffs, and I think it's basically what's the funnier outcome to me, and the Chiefs not making the playoffs is the by far funnier outcome of this one. And it's certainly looking like that. They're back down to 500 after this loss. I mean, I don't think this game was really close though. I mean, Kansas City was playing pretty damn well, but it felt like every time they got a leg up on Dallas just came back with an absolute haymaker and just swung as hard as they could. Dak Prescott shook off that early interception and played really well throughout the rest of the game. Goes 27-39, 320, 2 touchdowns to rebound. Javonte Williams, he did okay in limited opportunities. I don't think he had the highest what am I looking for? The highest efficiency numbers, yeah. Malik Davis had that big 43-yard run that kind of broke the game open, though, and really got Dallas going up to that point. Man, Malik Davis is a really good number 2 running back to have. He would probably be the biggest running back on the Broncos right now.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, he went off as well. George Pickens, I mean, your usual culprits for the Dallas Cowboys.
I think that George Pickens was probably the best pickup Dallas had this year.
I would argue that George Pickens is the pickup of the offseason. Just with what he's doing in Dallas right now.
I think so. He's doing, statistically, I would say, yeah, he's better than the Micah Parsons trade. He's been really good on that team.
Ender poked in. He said, "How the fuck do the Cowboys beat the Chiefs, but the Colts can't?" Danny Jones's fibula and
Jonathan Taylor was just stuffed. But you have to realize that Dallas is a passing team.
Very much so. That's what they do incredibly well.
And Colts are very much a run team, and Kansas City's defense on the run game is better than their pass defense, in my opinion.
Way good run defense. Well, they shut Denver down, too. They shut Denver way down.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, I mean, Mahomes also played a hell of a game as well, and they were running the ball well with Kareem Hunt. I'm surprised they didn't run it more. But, I mean, Mahomes, 23 of 34, 261. It felt like we saw Mahomes play like we expect Mahomes to play, even if it wasn't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There were still some throws that I think he overshot that he wants back, for sure. I think there was one to Tyquan Thornton, actually, that I can really think of, where he just overthrew everybody on that play. But yeah, Kareem Hunt only gets 14 carries in this game. Pacheco only gets 3. I would be shocked if we're not hearing more about how bad the Chiefs need to run the ball more, because that's kind of been the narrative with them just from Chiefs fans all year, is Andy needs to commit to the run there. And I think they have a chance to pull this game out if they can shorten the game with their running attack. Because I mean, like you said, coming in to this segment, Dallas's offense is on fire. Like, they are, I don't even want to say lightning in a bottle. They are a wildfire in like a little trinket bottle that you get as a souvenir off a I-95 or something.
Yeah, definitely that good of an offense. It's hard to even gauge them because, they were bad in the early part of the year, but it's just they've been hot lately. It's just scorching.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the offense has been playing great all year. It's just they've been kind of waiting for that defense to catch up with them, and I think they're finally getting to a point. I don't even think Dallas needs an elite defense. They need to be average for the rest of the year, and I think Dallas has a chance to make some real noise. And we were alluding to that during the Eagles segment. as
Oh,
well.
definitely.
Uh,
They're basically what the Bengals should be.
yeah, no,
An elite
absolutely.
off, an elite offense, an average defense.
We'll talk
If you
about
have that,
Cincy. We'll talk about
oh
Cincy.
yeah,
We will
yeah,
talk about Cincy because that's man, I'm suddenly very interested in AFC North football again.
yeah.
Um,
That was the other game. That's
yeah.
my dad.
No, you're all good. You're all good. I'm all for jumping around here. Just I think a couple of last things as well. I mean, KC's only 5 of 13 on third down. That's usually where they do their magic, man. Like it with Kansas City, and I've said this already, probably in a past post game or a post last whatever the fuck. But Kansas City's magic is gone, man. Like they just don't have that same juice
They got
this
punched in the
year.
mouth they got punched in the mouth in the Super Bowl, and people figured it out how to beat them.
Yeah.
And now that they don't have they don't have the 12-0 and one score games.
Uh,
It's just a mess.
I will say as well too. I really do think the Eagles put I think Tampa did it first, but I
Mm-hmm.
think the Eagles repeated it, and I think people, or I think the league finally listened after the Eagles essentially repeated what Tampa Bay did to Mahomes, and it's pretty much been wraps. I mean, we really did see. Every team has more or less played them the same. I mean, it's pretty much tight man to man, win with 4 at the line, and you can shut down this Kansas City offense. Maybe not fully
Oh,
shut down because they still have good playmakers, but you can certainly limit them.
you got to get pressure in Mahomes' face. You got
Absolutely.
to turn him into kind of a running quarterback, throw off the run,
No,
and
go ahead.
you got him. I think people have finally figured it out.
I'm with you there, man. And Kansas City has an interesting end to their schedule. If there is one other team that I really want to look at their schedule coming out, just to show kind of how rough of a situation they're in, it's Kansas City. So you take the loss to the Cowboys, you drop to 6-6. The good thing for them, in a situation where they don't have a lot of good going for them, especially in the AFC playoff picture, it's not a conference loss, but a loss is still a loss. They've got Houston next week. They're in Arrowhead, but Houston's defense is arguably better than Denver's outside of the pass
Mm,
rush. Like they have been playing
mm.
lights out this season. So if anyone can go to Arrowhead and do it, I think it's Houston, which is going to be real bad for Ender games because that's going to put the Colts in a precarious position. LA, they get Kansas City gets the Chargers in Arrowhead. I think they do get a win there for sure. Then they got the Titans. That's pretty much free win of the year. Unless who did they beat? The Cardinals?
By accident. Remember the unholy roller?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They got
You
the
have to. They did almost beat the Seahawks though.
Yeah, that's true.
Cam Ward's starting to figure it out.
I think so.
So you never
I'm
know.
really excited to see Cam Ward with a full off season and some help. That man needs help.
Yeah.
They
Broncos
get
on
yeah, they
Christmas.
get the Broncos on Christmas at Arrowhead. I'm gonna call my shot early. That's the game that the Broncos mathematically eliminate the Chiefs from the playoffs in the same way that Kansas City did on Christmas in 2016. Zach Allen's gonna throw for a garbage time touchdown. I'm calling my shot right now.
That'd be nice. Get rid of the Chiefs early.
Oh, it'd
I
be
was like,
so nice.
uh, Kansas City.
Uh,
But you never know.
Ooh, okay. Interesting in chat, and we can touch on this in a second. Ender sent a mock-up for a logo, and he's glad we like the layout. Huge shout to Ender
Mm-hmm.
Games. We love Ender Games around here.
Mock up for the crushing it, the MTTF
Yeah,
logo.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will probably pull that up after this because, unfortunately, if I exit out of here, it's gonna completely break everything going on in the layout.
Yeah, you gotta figure it. We'll look at it soon.
Or I guess I could pull it up on my phone and have no problems.
Mhm.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll make that the end of the stream. We'll do the live logo reaction sort of thing. Last
Mhm.
Thanksgiving game that we got to recap here, and this was probably the shocker of the weekend because I had Baltimore winning this thing. Cincinnati kind of blowing the doors off of the Ravens, 32-14. I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card, man. I didn't. I thought Burrow was, and Burrow did look rusty, but certainly, I mean, he looked better than Lamar has since he's come back.
Oh, definitely. It's been sad for the Ravens because the Ravens were really good, and then they've just wet the bed in the last couple months. It just didn't start out hot, and
No, they did. Buddy, they started in like an industrial freezer running on like dry ice.
Yeah. And then you got Likely fumbling at the 1 yard line.
You got Lamar getting strip sacked a couple of times. That pass that got batted, that got picked off when they were driving into the Cincinnati red zone. Like, lot of miscues for the Ravens. Yeah, that one too. Like, man, Baltimore's in a not the roughest spot, and I think they have a pretty favorable schedule coming up. But suddenly, the AFC North is really interesting. I mean, I think Pittsburgh's basically guaranteed to win 9 games, and that's it, and we'll get to them later. Baltimore they're kind of in the same boat as the Chiefs. They just don't have the same juice, and it's less the Ravens as a whole, and on that offense, more Lamar. I mean, Lamar just has not looked like the same, I mean, Houdini-level elite, not just quarterback, but athlete this year, and you can tell that he's still playing hurt. Like, he's still not scrambling as much, even if he scrambled more in this game. But Lamar's just not doing Lamar things, and I expected Burrow to come out rustier than he did. And I mean, both quarterbacks barely completed half of their passes. Both of them were 2 incompletions away from being at 50%. But Joe Burrow was just Joe was doing what he wanted when he was completing the ball, man. I mean, 24-46 for 261, 2 touchdowns. That's a hell of a return. He only takes 1 sack in the game by some miracle or something.
Yeah, Chase Brown running pretty well.
Yeah, Chase Brown played well. Samaje Perine didn't run super well, but he was just kind of the battering ram for like, Chase needs a break. All right, go break a leg, Samaje.
Yeah.
Former Denver Bronco as well, Samaje Perine. He was really good with us for that year, or like a good like third down back for us. I remember that year.
Yeah.
I mean, in the absence of T. Higgins, man, Jamar Chase steps up 7 for 110. And then there's everybody else that's got 35 yards or less. Andre Yoshivas, though, caught that 29-yard touchdown. Not a guy that gets a lot of snaps. To me, he's almost like, and of course I've got the Bronco parallel, almost kind of like Jordan Taylor was for us a couple of years, or like a decade ago, or a guy like Andre Caldwell was a decade ago for us. Just that guy that you rotate in that every now and again will sneak like a cool touchdown or something. Like, you love to see that kind of stuff. Tinsley had a couple of grabs as well, and then defensively, man, that's the big story right now for the Bengals is their defense, man. Now, granted, they still gave up 346 yards. We're not gonna put that down, but they hold the Ravens, dude, 3 for 10 on third down, 1 for 2 on fourth down. They sack Lamar 3 times. They force a pick. They force 4 fumbles, and they recover them all, I think. I mean, it was just stupid how opportunistic, really, and that's not a word we've used about the Cincinnati defense in forever, but just how opportunistic this unit was. Now, my concern about the Bengals, and I think what could handicap them if they don't fix it, and granted, again, it is Joe Burrow's first game back, so I'll give that a little bit of leniency, but you got to find a way to be better than 1 for 6 in the red zone. On the bright side, Money McPherson was 6 for 6 on field goals.
Well, that's good.
So there's a dub there for the Bengals. That's a big dub too. And suddenly, I mean, they might get hot enough to go on a run again like they did last year. I mean, they took the AFC North to the final Sunday last year after starting out slow as piss like they always do. And suddenly, I mean, they're only 2 games behind. Assuming the Steelers don't win. Assuming the Steelers don't win.
Let me see the Steelers schedule.
I was going to say, we will touch on the Steelers here in a little bit as well. Don't look now, but Cincinnati is suddenly only 2 to 2.5 games back of the division, man. That's
They looked dead in the water a few weeks ago.
Oh, they absolutely did. Cincinnati was throwing out Jake Browning and Joe Flacco at quarterback.
I'd rather have Flacco than Browning any day of the week, twice on Sundays.
Ender popping in again. He says Ravens seemed allergic to keeping the ball and might be biased, but I think the Colts were the best Baltimore team. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have maybe more championships. If we're talking like NFL championships.
Yeah, no,
Baltimore.
that's fair. Ooh, I don't know if it's something tripping up on my end, but you are very glitchy looking, not gonna lie.
Same on my end.
Are we both bugging out?
You? Probably. We'll just have to keep it moving.
Or something. You're just you're gonna be green on my side, and I'm gonna be here maybe technical difficulties. Oh, you're back. We're good. We're so back.
Okay.
We're so back. Yeah, let's keep this thing rolling though. Cincinnati only 2 games back of the North. Here's our first preview. We're starting previews now. And I mean, just the absolute potential best game ever that the NFL has ever conceived. It's the Saints, and obviously I'm being sarcastic, going into Miami to play the Dolphins. 2-9 New Orleans, gonna throw out Tyler Shucks, see what they got there, while the Miami Dolphins are trying to revive their season a little bit, trying to do their own Bengals impression. A win would put them back at 5-7, and not necessarily... I mean, the way the AFC is shaping out right now, man, let's go pull up the playoff picture, but the way the AFC is shaping up right now, some of those teams that are in lower wildcard spots starting to fall off a little bit, and they're starting to open some windows for some of these teams that are kind of lagging behind a little bit. And we were talking about one earlier, of course, in Kansas City. Houston's just barely out of the picture right now. But and we'll get to the Bills here. We'll get to the Bills here in a second. But Miami's only they're 3 games back right now. Buffalo's not playing their best football at the moment. But, I mean, suddenly also the Steelers are back at the top of the AFC North with the Ravens loss. So we'll see. They play Buffalo. We'll get to that game here in a little bit. But suddenly, I mean, there's a window for some of these teams. Dolphins, it would be 5-7 with a win in this game, and I do think they win this game. I don't think the Saints are going to Miami and winning. I just don't think they have it. Like, Kellen Moore's got them playing really, really hard this year, but I mean, at this point, I just don't think they have the personnel, and you can tell they're in a rebuild. Whereas the Dolphins, you know, they're just kind of trying to hang on here. I really don't know what's going to come of Mike McDaniel. Me personally, I think you give McDaniels one more chance with a new quarterback. That's me.
I would do that. You also have to look at like preseason when all their corners got injured.
Yeah, that too.
Corners are out for the season. Hello, Fire Goddess, Lord Zed, how you doing?
The Eagles are coming for him. Endergame said the Eagles are coming for you in my chat. Oh yeah, because you're all green and blocky, or you were all green and blocky. They're consuming him. They heard his comments during the game. They're consuming him.
I was nice to them. They did not play well, but I was nice enough. I don't really. It's hard for me to like be too upset.
Yeah.
During football, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
It's just a game. Let's see. I mean, I'm choosing the Dolphins here. If I do have like one caveat though for that, it's that Tua Tagovailoa has been really, really weird. Like, not even weirdly, he's been really inconsistent this year. Obviously, no Tyreek Hill with the horrific injury to his knee. Obviously, I do certainly still think Miami gets this one. There's a chance that at the very least McDaniel saves his job and buys himself a little bit of time with a new quarterback, because I don't think there's any way Tua is a Miami Dolphin next year.
Unless he I think he's been playing okay the last few games, right? Miami's front office isn't the greatest.
That's also
fair.
Remember
that.
I just think the Dolphins have hit their ceiling with Tua, and I think they're coming down from that hard. I've still got the Dolphins though in this game. I'm gonna take 24-17. Feels fair enough.
Yeah. Doing good. Just unhappy with my Eagles. Had to block my Bears fan friend.
Ender saying he shall be sacrificed for the Super Bowl run.
Nope.
We'll see if the superstition pops out. I mean, we got Trent getting 8 by the green here. We'll see if it turns the season around, man. Superstition's a hell of a drug. uh,
Maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, he blocked his. Why'd you block your friend, bud? No need to. But yeah, I really think that Denver is looking good.
that they are.
Miami,
We'll get to them.
yeah, Miami is just kind of floating around, awaiting their fate at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 24-17 final score in that one. I think Miami gets it to maybe inject a little bit of hopium into the system. Next one, we got an AFC South matchup, and this could have major division implications later on down the line. The Houston Texans going to take on the Indianapolis Colts in Lucas Oil Stadium, and I'm surprised this is an 11 a.m. game because of the implications. You got the Colts coming off a loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, not their finest showing, especially in that second half. They kind of pissed that game down their leg, if we're being 100% with ourselves. And you've got Houston. Houston's on a heater, winners of, I believe, 6 of their last 8 up to this point. They've turned around an 0-3 start into a 6-5 November mark going into December. This would be huge if Houston could pull this off, and Ender's not going to love me for this one, but I really do think that Houston's got the juice to go into Indianapolis, man. And it's really going to depend, because there's a chance Daniel Jones doesn't play with a fractured fibula. He's been playing through a fractured fibula. So it's... I think if Danny plays, I don't even know if Danny turns the tides, man. I mean, this Texans defense is stout, man. Like, they're shutting down run games. Obviously, Denver had a really, really rough time against them a couple of weeks ago before, I want to say that Kansas City game or the Raiders game. Like, every game that the Texans have played have just kind of been a defensive slugfest up to this point. Sans really the Baltimore game. I mean, Houston's just playing good ball right now. And I mean, if Davis Mills starts, he's been playing good ball as well from the backup spot. If Stroud comes back, we all know what CJ Stroud can do, even if he hasn't really shown that rookie ceiling, or the ceiling that he showed in his rookie year up to this point in his career past that. I mean, in Indy, I've just got questions about right now. Like the secondary, I'm a little concerned about. I think Sauce has played fine. I just kind of question everything else. They are playing really good run defense, though. But the offense, too, gives me concern, especially playing against a Houston defense like this, man. Because we have certainly seen that if Jonathan Taylor is not making stuff work, if he is not getting stuff to work, this offense has a hard time moving the ball, and they have a hard time being consistent. And we saw that in Kansas City. Granted, I think some of that was Shane Steichen going away from the run when he shouldn't have, but Kansas City was shutting down the run game all game long, and they pretty much dared Daniel Jones to beat him, and he couldn't.
Mm-hmm. I think, for one, my friend is saying, I will unblock my friend after we win. And what do you think of the Chargers defense? I think Chargers are sketchy all over the place.
I do too.
And
I think they have good defensive. I think they have good defensive pieces. The Chargers, though, I think they've got a couple of guys that are aging that, like, you can kind of tell a little bit. I think
they're playing the Raiders against the Raiders.
Yeah, that's.
I would start the Chargers over the Raiders.
Yeah,
if you're gonna have the Chargers defense, go with them for the Raiders. Yeah, but going back to the Colts game, depends on Daniel Jones. Depends on the run game. Defensively, Houston's really good. CJ Stroud starting, or is General Mills?
Let's go see if we can get a CJ Stroud status real quick, because he's been out the last couple of weeks with a concussion. No, he will be playing. As of 7 hours ago, ESPN, he's coming back from his concussion.
I think Colts. I mean, I've been wrong every other game this week, I feel, but I think Colts will win this one. I actually thought Davis Mills played better than CJ Stroud this year.
I think he has too. I think part of that, though, like to throw a little nuance in the conversation, I really think a lot of the early issues with CJ Stroud was that offensive line. And I think that's kind of,
Mhm.
I don't want to call it a dead horse that's been beat. I do think that Houston O-line has been playing better as of late, a little bit. I think
Mhm.
since that Denver game, they've been playing better. I would like to see CJ Stroud playing behind these guys because I don't think Davis Mills is getting plunked a bunch. And something that you don't get with Davis Mills is that running upside that CJ Stroud has. I mean,
That's true.
Mills he's not a gazelle, probably more of a giraffe, like a baby giraffe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I with CJ Stroud back, I think this could go a couple of different ways. Like I really do think this could turn into I think it turns into a low-scoring slugfest between two division rivals just because neither offense can really get anything going. Because I do think the Colts defense is capable. I just have questions. Whereas with Houston, I'm a little more assured. I think these are two pretty evenly matched teams for the most part. I think one side you've got an offense that can put points up at will when they want to. It feels like that unstoppable force versus a movable object. The problem is, though, is the Colts have been a very stoppable force these last couple of weeks.
Yeah. The Colts have been kind of not able to do much on offense, running game. I'm still gonna go Colts just for.
I'll take the Colts
think,
as well. Home field
are you
advantage.
sure I thought you took the Texans.
I didn't take them. I said there's
But
an argument. There's an argument to be had as to why I would take them. I think this is a team that they're gonna. I think these two teams are gonna split, and I think they're gonna win their home games pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Indy in a very close game. They are still gonna get Daniel Jones by somehow playing on a fractured fibula. Now, like I said, I am gonna take the Colts. This could very well go sideways if Jones gets hurt or if he like aggravates that injury. Like this could very well go sideways for Indianapolis because Anthony Richardson's on IR and Ender just pointed out who their third stringer was, Riley Leonard.
What is Richardson doing in IR?
He lost a fight to a exercise band and fractured his orbital.
Takes that long to heal?
Buddy, that's your eyeball.
Oh.
That's the bone right under your eye. The
how
orbital socket.
How long has he been out? He's been out for a while, right?
Since like the start of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
still taking Indy.
Yeah.
I will take Indy.
I know Cody Rhodes fractured his and he was back like a couple months, but I guess it's different for everyone.
You never know, man.
Unless they just keep him out to trade him.
Yeah.
Free up that roster spot.
Yeah, I don't think it gets much worse than AR's been the last couple of years for him. There's a reason they went and got Daniel Jones. Moving on, kind of another one of these, tank bowl style games. The 4-7 Falcons, who are, somehow still in the NFC South race, going against the 2-9 Tyrod Taylor-led New York Jets. The Jets had a lead against Baltimore last week, going into halftime. And then they couldn't do jack diddly squat for the rest of the game. The Jets have been bad this year, man. Their defense has been playing weirdly okay ever since they traded some of their best pieces. I just think they ran out of gas against Baltimore. And the Falcons, you want to talk about, Mr. 9 and JJ McCarthy. The Falcons have been one of the most Jekyll and Hyde teams this season. Like, they beat the piss out of the Bills and get swept by Carolina. There's no good take about the Falcons right now. Obviously, they're down to Kirk O'Chains with Penix going on to season-ending IR. And Jets aren't... I think the Jets should have started Tyrod Taylor. I didn't see any real reason for them to go out and get Justin Fields this year, other than, I guess, maybe the athletic upside. And I think we made a reference to the potential man meme last time, but
yeah.
Dude, Justin Fields is potential man. If there is one guy That is the potential. You should make that an award. The potential man award. The if he has this, or if brother, just play better.
I agree. I'll probably do that. But I think the Jets win this one. Honestly, I'm taking the Jets.
We're gonna disagree on this one. I'm taking Atlanta. I think Atlanta's got the pass rush to get it done, and I think if there's a game for their defense, which has kind of been hemorrhaging lately, if there's a game for that Atlanta defense to rebound, it is against a hapless Jets offense, man. I mean, Tyrod Taylor, you can definitely, tell now that he was drafted in 2012 up to this point. He's not playing the worst, obviously, but it's the Joe Flacco argument. It's just the old guy. I'm going to pick the Falcons, and then he's going to go out and win the Icy Hot Award, so.
I really just am doing it for no other reason than I would like to see the Jets win.
Trying to manufacture a Jets victory. I just can't take the Jets with where they are right now.
There's no.
I mean, the Falcons are a bad team, but I think they're a bad team that's better than the Jets.
Yeah. I'm just doing it just to cause trouble.
Hey,
moving on. Next game is actually very interesting.
It is.
Because if one team wins, they're back in the playoff hunt.
No. Yeah, but like
I'm just
shocked you went there. Yeah, you know what? No, I'll give you that one because I was saying the same thing about the Bengals. All right, you've earned this one. I'm out here talking out of my ass about I'm out here talking out of my ass about the Bengals. You know what? I'll give you Cleveland. I'll let you.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. But their record is still.
But it'd be
very much alive in the AFC North.
They can still get a winning season. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
They're not dead yet.
Not dead yet, but they're on life support.
Hear me out. Cleveland's got a better chance to win this game than people think.
I think so too.
I mean, you got a Brock Purdy that's throwing three picks against Carolina of all teams. You've got a defense that as good of a job as Robert Saleh has done with them this year. I'm still not convinced. They feel like a real week-to-week defense, down as many starters as they are. Obviously, no Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner. Those are the two, foundation stones on that 49er defense. But I maybe have a little bit too much belief in this Cleveland defense, and I think it's a very favorable game where if the defense can just do their thing and if Myles Garrett can continue to solidify why he should not just be because he's already won Defensive Player of the Year, I'll hear no arguments, but I think there's a genuine argument for Myles Garrett to be in the MVP conversation the way he's playing this year. I think it's a very, very winnable game for Cleveland, and I'm gonna shoot my shot. Cleveland wins this. Cleveland's gonna win a defensive. Cleveland's gonna win a defensive shit show, man. It's gonna be just the ugliest game you've ever seen. That somehow both teams will still score double digits, but this just has the makings of a 14-10 piss fest. That I think Cleveland wins. I think they do.
I'm going Cleveland.
I'm taking Cleveland.
For the defense.
Hype moments and aura.
I'm going for the defense. I think Shador plays good enough that they win.
And again, I think it's a very favorable defense for him to play against because the Niners are down to guys where somebody says their name and you're asking who?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if we're wrong, it's no loss anyways.
Right. Yeah. Well, that Niners defense up to this point, they've held their own at times, but this, I just like Cleveland's defense more. I think Cleveland can do enough defensively and with the run game to make life a little easier on Shador, but also just to win. Like I said, this just has the makings of a 14-10, 17-13, just ugliest like boxing match you've ever seen. Cleveland's got it. I'm taking
Oh,
Cleveland. Cleveland's going to the playoffs, baby.
probably not, but yeah.
Probably not, but you gotta believe.
I think they could win. I think they're gonna win.
I think
Just
they
for
are
fun.
too. That's gonna be, I think, my big upset pick of the week. It's gonna be Cleveland. I think they've got the juice. Next one. This feels like a game that could. I mean, God, I already used my most Jekyll and Hyde team, but if there is a more Jekyll and Hyde team this year, it's the damn Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
6-6. I would love to see what their point differential was, but dude, sometimes every now and again, Bryce Young does this weird thing where he plays like shit for a long time, but then he has this one game that'll just reel you back in and make you believe. And that was that 450-yard game he had 2 weeks ago, just for him to go and drop an absolute stinker against the Niners, who we were just talking about. I can't buy into the Panthers. I think the Panthers are mediocre. I don't think their defense is that great. I think they can be opportunistic at times, and I think they've had their moments for sure. They're not bad, but they're not enough to lift up what has been, at times, an unwatchable offense. At best, the most inconsistent offense in the league, and it's solely on Bryce Young. I think this team is a quarterback away from contending. Rico Dowdle has been a monster for them this year, and it was baffling. I think they gave like 2 games away when they started Chuba Hubbard over Rico Dowdle. Like, Rico has been that good for them this year. I just think they're going to hit a buzzsaw playing the Rams, and I think this is... I think it's a game that drops Carolina to 6-7, but I mean, dude, the Rams are on another planet right now, dude. Matthew Stafford is playing at an MVP level this season. I wouldn't be shocked if he wins his first. He and Devontae Adams have crazy chemistry inside the 10. Like, the amount of 1-yard touchdowns, 2-yard touchdowns, 5-yard touchdowns Devontae Adams has caught this season, bonkers. I really like their running game with Bynum, I think is the one guy's name, and Kyron Williams. Puka Nacua does Puka things. I just think the Rams are more or less the most complete team this year, because I can't point out one fatal flaw with the Rams at all. Like,
I think Rams are my favorites right now to win it all.
They're mine too. And that's absolutely, I think, kind of the national mindset. So I've got LA, and I don't have it particularly close, honestly. I think this defense is gonna blow Bryce Young off of the planet, because they are playing insane football right now. Kobe Durant is super good. Jared Verse is gonna win a Defensive Player of the Year in the next 4 years. Like, this Rams team is stacked right now.
My friend Zed, I'm interested to see if Rams get sacks this week. They haven't been getting many lately. I think this might be the game.
Oh, I think it is too.
Sacks.
Ender Games, I think he was touching on that Browns and Niners game, saying got the makings of a Jake Paul boxing match.
Could be.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen very many of those.
Me neither. I had to remember who Jake Paul was for a minute, if that is any indication.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've absolutely got the Rams. I've got the Rams in like a 33-10 is the kind of game this feels like it could turn into.
I think it's going to be ugly for the Panthers, unfortunately.
I think this is going to be the game that reminds the Panthers why they're probably not going to the playoffs.
Probably. This might be the end for them.
It certainly well could be. Because and another big problem too in that case is it's a conference loss. You're already 2 games back on the wild card.
Like, still in the division with Baker maybe being out.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. I feel like this next one is kind of a game we might be able to skim over a little bit, just because and obviously we'll do our due diligence, but I don't think we got to spend too long on this one. Jags Titans in Tennessee. 1-10 Titans team that is somehow still mathematically in the playoffs, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they're technically not eliminated yet. Neither are the Jets. Yeah. I don't think it's a bold take to say the Jags are winning this game.
I'm going to take the other team.
You're taking the
just
Titans.
For my brother.
Fair enough.
I'm going to take it for my brother. And I saw the way Cam Ward's been playing.
That's
the
fair.
Last game.
Cam has been playing better, for sure.
And
as good as Cam is playing, I just don't think he has the help at all.
No, he doesn't. But I also think that Trevor Lawrence might be playing for the Titans this week.
True. I don't know. He already had his play for the other team game, and Trevor Lawrence feels like 1 week he's great, the next week shit, the next week mid, the next week bad, and then he'll have this crazy great game. It's almost like Bryce Young light, where it's like his lows aren't nearly as low, but and his highs are pretty high, but he still has that just up and down, up and down, up and down. I just don't have faith that Tennessee can win any of these games. Like we said, they won that Cardinals game by accident. And as inconsistent as the Jaguars have been this season, man, I think the Titans are going to play them tough, but I think the Titans are just undermanned. I really do think they are, and Jacksonville's going to hang on to their spot in the playoffs for sure. I think they come out on top of this one. Probably a little closer than I think people are going to want to think. Like, I'm thinking 24-21, 24-20 type of game.
I'm going to go Titans, just for my brother. Just throw it out there.
I respect it. I respect it. We'll clip some of these predictions here, and those can be the shorts here. Because, I mean, that's what gets the views, obviously. So, moving on, I think we might finally be out of the morning window. No, we're not. We're not. So many morning games, man. You got Arizona going to Tampa, and I do want to see what Baker's status is.
If Baker's out, I think Cardinals win.
If Baker's, yeah, that's not a bad take. Their defense has been playing like garbage.
Everything's been playing.
No way. According to the Bucks, he's on track to start.
No, don't do that to him.
Which is crazy.
Don't do that to him.
Wow.
It's going to be another.
It's going to be like, what was it, the 2019 Browns?
Yeah, where they just threw him out to the wind after that.
Yeah. Wow. I did not think Baker was going to play. With how bad that injury looked, I didn't think there was any way Baker plays immediately after. I'm willing to take Tampa Bay. I don't think it's going to be a pretty game, though.
No. This might be a wait and see game for the defense. Zed, I think if they do well against Arizona, start them against the Saints in Week 14. But they're not a good defense. If Baker's playing, I have faith in Baker to.
I do too.
Do something.
I think Baker takes some stress off of the run game too.
Is Bucky back finally?
I don't know if Bucky's back, but I think Sean Tucker's been doing a good enough job in his place. Granted, you still need Bucky Irving back, but I think Sean Tucker's been doing an okay enough job. Bucky Irving, my God. Deemed questionable, should play.
Should play.
So he's trending in the same direction as Baker Mayfield. I think that does it for me then. I think it's a low-scoring game. I think there's still going to be some kinks they're working out just because both guys are hurt, Baker especially.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to lean on that run game. I mean, Jacoby Brissett's played good this year. I just don't think they're going to be able to do enough. I'm going to take Tampa in a 2017 type of game, maybe 21-17.
I would say the same. Tampa wins this one.
I think it's going to be a little lower scoring. Now we're out of the morning window. We've done it. Look at us go.
And there's 3 games.
And it's only taking us an hour.
No, we're good. This is fine.
Yeah, we're chilling. First game to open the afternoon window. You got the Minnesota Vikings starting Max Brosmer going into Seattle to lose a ball game. Minnesota's not winning this.
No, doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell.
I mean, Seattle's defense has been really, really good this year. They're chipping away with Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold's going to get his, like, major drop my nuts on the table, middle fingers up type of game. I think Sam Darnold's going to go fucking nuclear. Like, they're playing in Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba is on historically the greatest pace we've ever seen from a wide receiver, 16 or 17 game season, one way or another. He's already got 1,300 yards. If you're a fantasy owner, if you're a fantasy owner and you have JSN and you're listening to my stream or you're listening to Trent's stream or watching, start JSN. And I start him.
Oh, that was like my first pick.
Start him. Their defense isn't great. I do think their offense, and this is going to sound a little weird, I think their offense has a better chance with Brosmer. The way JJ's been playing this year, I absolutely think they have a better chance with Brosmer. I just still don't think they have a chance.
If I'm being devil's advocate, maybe this guy could be the Vikings' best QB yet, but I'm not devil's advocate.
I mean, he might play himself into being their best quarterback this season. That'd be something.
Could be. I don't know. Anyway, Vikings win.
I mean, their running game hasn't really given him much help either. Aaron Jones hasn't looked like he has in the past. I think age is starting to catch up to him just a little bit. Their defense has not been great this season. Sam Darnold's going to pick him apart. Brosmer's going to have a hell of a first start probably in the wrong connotation. 41-17 Seahawks.
Are we talking John Skelton type of game?
Somewhere between John Skelton and Nathan Peterman.
That's not good.
No. I think it's going to be hell for poor Brosmer, man.
Yeah, that's right.
We got a little inside joke on my channel where every time Ender Game starts RJ Harvey, he plays like shit, and every time he doesn't start RJ Harvey, he plays like God. He just put in the chat he's gonna start RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey.
Oh no. He's a Bronco. He was our second round pick this year, running back out of UCF. He's starting RJ Harvey. This better go good. Hey, Ender, listen, whatever, slipstreams are carrying reality, they better merge, and RJ Harvey better put up 50 fantasy points. If not, if RJ Harvey plays bad, Ender, I'm blaming you. This is your fault if he plays bad.
Yep.
Superstition's a hell of a drug, and I am huffing that shit. Next game we got up here, though, this is second to last afternoon window. It'll kick off with an AFC West roundup that we'll get to here in a minute. You got the Steelers and you got the Bills, two teams that aren't playing their best football. And I fear for Buffalo that this is a type of game, or that this is a team that can upset them, just like a lot of teams have. Now, I do wonder if Aaron Rodgers is coming back, because he had the wrist thing that he didn't play last week. Mason Rudolph was okay. No, they're saying he's going. All systems go, according to Mike Tomlin. So Rodgers will be playing in this game. Buffalo's defense, I've got more questions about them than I do the Colts secondary, because the Bills defense has been bad. And we've seen this year, it's kind of the same situation that it was before they got Stephon Diggs, I feel like, where if Josh Allen isn't going if Josh Allen's not turning on creative mode and going fucking ham, they lose. Like, Josh Allen has to play like God to win games. And that's the problem, because now the Bills are finding themselves leaning back into where they're too Josh Allen dependent. They're not running the ball as much as they should be, because James Cook is a monster. James Cook is so good. I think he's one of the more underrated backs in the league, and I think he gets underrated because Buffalo just doesn't use him.
I think the Steelers might win this one.
I do too. I think there's a legitimate shot that at Acrisure, it's never going to be Acrisure to me. It's Heinz Field. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I really don't know who to take in this one, because I think both defenses are shaky. I don't love either offense. It's like movable object versus stoppable force on both sides.
it's just going to be who wants it more.
Yeah,
It might come down to the last, whoever has the ball last. I don't know if you're allowed to say you're huffing superstition on YouTube. LOL.
Nah. You lose to Ender said, if you lose to the Commanders, I'm not playing fantasy anymore. That should be your takeaway if that happens.
That should be. But yeah, I think Steelers win this game. I don't want to say it, but I think the Bills are running out of gas.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this one. I think Josh Allen's got I think Josh Allen's got a little bit left right now. Even if he doesn't have the help that he really needs, Josh Allen can still go ballistic. And the Steelers defense is still starting Kyle Duggar.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Bills.
I think Buffalo wins. This is the 28-24 type game to me. 24-20. I think both teams will be able to move the ball. I just think Buffalo can do more with it when it comes down to it.
That's true.
And it's just because Josh Allen lifts that ceiling so much higher than Aaron Rodgers does. Aaron Rodgers is like peak game manager this year, to be honest. He's been okay. His arm is falling off at this point, and his other arm is now also falling off. But he's not been awful for them. Now, that Chargers game was awful, I will say that. But
yeah,
I can't give up on Buffalo yet. I've given up on Kansas City. I'm not giving up on Buffalo yet.
It's a tough call. I'm just gonna enjoy the matchup and see what happens.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick a team here. I think it's
no. We gotta pick. I'm picking Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo.
I'll go Steelers just to be devil's advocate.
just for the disagreement.
Just for the disagreement.
I like it.
I'll go Steelers.
I like it. These are going to be banger shorts, I'll tell you that much. We got the final game in the afternoon window. It's a Raiders-Chargers matchup in Los Angeles. Chargers. I mean,
Raiders.
Unless Max Crosby has 7 sacks and 5 forced fumbles, I just don't think the Raiders have a snowball's chance in hell. Because on that defense, it's Max Crosby and who else? And I'm talking team-wide. I mean, you fired your offensive coordinator. Maybe that's going to help the offense out a little bit. I think the Chargers have too many pieces for the Raiders to be able to overcome. It's an AFC West game. I think it's still going to be competitive. I just, on the road, playing the way they are, with a quarterback turning over the ball as much as Geno Smith is, with an offensive line that's not blocking for not Max Crosby, for Ashton Genty, shit the way they have been. I just have no faith that the Raiders have any sort of punch. I think the Chargers are basically going to baby tap them, and the Raiders are just going to fall over. I don't know if it's a blowout, but I think the Raiders are going to get in their way too much.
The Raiders can get the number 1 pick this year.
True. I'm going 27-17 Chargers.
Something like that. A little bit close, maybe a 21-24. Just because it's a divisional game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe 14-17 would be more likely.
I'll give you 27-20. Best case scenario for the Raiders. All right, we are just about to wrap some of this up. We got 2 games left to talk about. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do so. Helps me out in the algorithm. Helps Trent out in the algorithm if you're watching on his end. Like his stream as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think yours is probably doing a little better than mine. Happy for you. It's the same show. We're having a great time here. I do enjoy getting to do these with you, man. I'm glad we finally managed to stamp down a day and do this.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, dude, it happens. I was pretty swamped myself, to be completely honest, this week. All right, let's get to my matchup. I finally get to talk about the Broncos playing a football game for the first time in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, they have their bye week.
Yeah, week 12 bye week. They're going on the road to take on the 3-8 Commanders with Marcus Mariota at quarterback. The Denver Broncos are more or less the reason that Marcus Mariota is not a Tennessee Titan.
Really?
Yeah, they got Mariota benched for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans went on that crazy run with Ryan Tannehill. I mean, Marcus Mariota just doesn't really play good games against the Broncos anyways. I don't. Marcus is he's an okay backup at this stage in his career. It's year 10 for him, or year 11, something like that. He still does have wheels, but I mean, this Broncos defense is the same thing I was saying about the Rams. The Broncos defense is just a buzzsaw, man. Historic sack pace. You got a secondary that's been playing amazing without their number one corner. And guess who they're getting back this week? Pat Surtain, Alex Singleton, who no longer has testicular cancer, which is amazing. That's I have no joke. It's a miracle that Alex Singleton is coming back and playing so soon after getting surgery to get cancer pulled out of his balls. Like, it's putting it very bluntly, but it is insane that he's coming back, and the circumstances that they found that were ridiculous. Because I think I watched an interview that he did. It might have been with 9 News, just a local Denver news station. And they're like, "Is this the one time you're glad he got a random drug test?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty much. And I'm still not looking forward to the next one." So, no, Broncos are getting getting 2 of their cornerstones back on defense. Of course, we've all had our things to say about Singleton. Singleton's not great in coverage. He's a really good tackler for the most part, though. He's good in the run game. I think you rotate him in because I think right now the Broncos are kind of humming with Justin Stranad and Drake Greenlaw there in the middle. But I definitely think, getting Singleton back for rundowns is a huge plus. Obviously, we're getting Pat Surtain back. And I think the offense, they had the short week to kind of fix what was going on offensively from a Bo Nix perspective. Now that they've had the bye week to get that figured out, I think Bo's going to look even better than he did against Kansas City. And I think this run game looks a little better, especially against a Washington defense that's not great. It's a unit that overachieved last year, and they've got a lot of old guys on their defense. I mean, they're starting Bobby Wagner at middle linebacker this year. I mean, the Broncos have been weird this year, but they beat up on the teams they're supposed to beat up on. I've got 35-14. Maybe being a little bit of a homer here, but I see the vision. Broncos are going to get to 10 wins, reclaim the 1 seed in the AFC, and they're going to do it in style.
I think Broncos win 28-17. Alex Singleton, my friend said, will do more with 1 testicle than any of us could do with 3.
True.
Very true. And Commanders have no chance with Mariota.
Mariota's not playing good. I don't even know if they're going to get Terry McLaurin back, and even if they are, it's going to be Pat Surtain on him all game. And, Surtain does this really funny thing where he just shuts down a half of the field. Yeah, they are going to have Terry McLaurin back. They're not going to get Noah Brown, though. It's going to be Terry. It's going to be Terry on Pat Surtain all game, and Pat Surtain's had 5 weeks of, or 4 or 5 weeks of total recovery. He's not letting Terry do shit. No, we got Bok Choy. I got him in my stream as well. He's a regular over on my side. Broncos aren't weird. We in a good spot. No, we're in a good spot. They've just been a weird team to watch this season. Bully in our offense. I've got 300 Broncos ML. It's GG. Yeah, true. And then I've got Ender 2 touchdown Hoosiers. He's watching IU and Purdue. So Windiana keeping it up here. Their offense staying hot. Windiana, love to see that for him. But yeah, Broncos are winning this game.
Definitely.
Last one. Giants at 2-10, probably the most fun 2-10 team ever. And the Pats, who are the AFC's number 1 seed at 10-2 as it stands. I got a half game up on the Broncos. I believe a full game or a game and a half up on the Colts. Yes.
Patriots, but it's going to be close.
I think it is, guy. I think the Giants have a real chance to upset them. I don't think they do. I've got the Pats, but I mean, the Pats have played some close games against some not great teams. They took the Bengals to the kind of the final seconds. That was only a 1-possession game, 6 points. I see a world where the Giants pull an upset. I don't think this one is the world, but I do see like a 28-24 game just for no conceivable reason other than the Giants have been chaotically bad but fun to watch this year. They're the fun kind of bad.
There's a chance to win. Patriots have been playing a lot of bad teams.
That's also true.
I mean, you can't choose who you play against.
No, you cannot.
But there's a world where Jameis Winston does win this game for them.
I mean, the Giants are too. I mean, the Pats' Achilles heel historically. Eli Manning's got 2 rings thanks to Tom Brady. So I'm almost talking myself into taking the Giants, especially with that pass rush against a banged up Pats line. I'm talking myself into it. I'm talking myself into it.
Go for it.
Fuck it, I'm taking the Giants. I've talked myself into it. I've gassed myself up on the Giants enough on Monday Night Football. I'm gonna take the Giants for no other reason than they're the Pats' Achilles heel ever, or always, and they're the fun kind of bad. Dart might be starting this game actually. Is Dart starting this game? He is. Yep. All right. That seals it. Giants. I'm taking the Giants.
I've already had enough upsets. I'm already setting myself up for failure. So
I'm taking the Giants. It's going to be absolute cinema. Which is funny because I think on that Blue Sky post I was talking about earlier on your stream, I took New England, but I'm gonna flip flop here. I'm gonna pull my Colin Cowherd card. I'm taking the Giants, baby.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Giants on a Monday night. Let's get it.
Anything could happen.
Oh yeah, real quick before we kind of go closing remarks here, I had to pull up the logo that Ender Games has sent us. I'm gonna do it on my phone. Bro, this man cooked. This man cooked.
Let me see.
I can put it to the. Are you pulling it up on your monitor?
On Discord.
Yeah, it's he. I don't know if he sent it to you personally. I can send it to you personally, actually.
Eagles on meltdown mode. Like, yeah, probably true. IXM4. Yeah, probably. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Let me find RDM. He's gonna get the live reaction he absolutely wants here, and he deserves it. This guy has done some outstanding work for us, for this show, for me. Yeah, I sent that logo to you. Dude, this thing is sick. I'm so serious right now. This is why I pay you, Ender. This is why I pay money for good graphic work. This looks so good, man. I think that would go perfect.
That looks good. I like it.
I think that would go perfect just right between us, like up at the top, just between our names.
Yeah, I'm not able to show it because I'm capturing my screen.
Right, and that's where I am as well. That is so good. That looks so good, Ender.
That looks really good.
This is why I pay him money. Mashup of our logo, absolutely,
good,
and
man.
it's the
Good
best
job.
of both worlds. I mean,
I do.
There's a reason I pay a graphics guy. There's a reason.
My buddy is a.
What's up?
Sorry, you can go. I have someone commenting. He asked me if I remembered him. I'm like, yes, I remember you from my post or my short.
Nah.
You saying that the Eagles did bad against Dallas. I remember that. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well.
I gotta go watch that Ice Bucket. Did you do a short of it?
Oh yeah.
I gotta go watch that after the stream here. What do you got coming out here in the next couple of days? Anything?
Maybe
Dumpster Fire?
Eagles recap if I'm feeling. Dumpster Fire is like Tuesday. Eagles recap, hopefully. I'll do it. I'll have to do it. I just gotta get rest up and then do it tonight.
I gotcha.
Get it out tomorrow.
So we've got obviously on so Sunday, of course, we're gonna be doing the live Broncos play-by-play. I like to think I'm the best play-by-play guy on YouTube, so if anyone in your audience wants to come give me a chance on that one, or if you're just clicking into my stream and you want to put that to the test, or you're just already subscribed, check that out. We'll be starting that at about 6:10 p.m., just like 10 minutes before kickoff, do all my pregame stuff, that sort of thing. And then we'll have the postgame coming right after that. Probably going to be same stream just to save me a little bit of time because I work early in the mornings on Monday. But yeah, both of us are on our own quest for 200 subs. I think you're about what, 25 away? I am 45 away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
So if you're watching my stuff, I've left his channel, Trent's channel, in the description. I believe he's done the same for me. So if you're watching on Trent, you like listening to me yap as well, come check me out. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I think with that being said, though, you got anything else you got?
Just one of my subscribers said, hope you guys should beat the Chargers next week. We'll see. Eagles can't beat Dallas, can't beat the Bears, can't beat anybody, but yeah, go like Miles's stream. He's pretty cool dude. He'll be doing the Broncos on Sunday night. Pretty cool guy. Glad we were able to do this live this time. And
yeah, this will be the format going forward, by the way. We're going to be doing these live.
Yeah, on Fridays, probably, right?
Yeah, Friday would be ideal because I think we get ample recap a little bit and then some of the preview stuff as well.
Yeah.
Because we'll get like Thursday night football recap and then all that fun stuff. And obviously the schedule's going to get thrown out the door with Christmas now, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, we got some cool stuff cooking. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Obviously, thank you, Trent. Happy to have you here always.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir. And yeah, that's going to do it. Have a great night, everybody. Let's see, what's the line here? Good afternoon, good evening, good night,
Good night.
and good luck.
Good night, everyone.